Hey everybody, I'm Josh and welcome to another episode of Just Sayin. Thank you. On the show today, not only is it our Season 8 finale, it's also our third annual Father's Day. That's right, we're celebrating our dads today. Thank you so much for everything you do, especially my dad. He's done so much for my family, giving up so much and working shifts he didn't like because he got paid more by doing it. So, I mean, he sacrificed a lot for our family, and I don't know how to say thank you because of everything that you've done. I love you. Thank you. But with that said, it is our Father's Day special. We are going to honor our dads through our segments today. And we've got a lot to talk about. So, and I kind of have a small announcement to make. So yeah, let's get it started. It's time for me to answer the question, what is Josh drinking? And on the show today, I'm drinking some good old Mountain Dew. And within the last few shows, I got an email. Apparently, some people are noticing that I started going like this to point out Mountain Dew. I don't know why. I don't know. PepsiCo, call me. Lots to talk about. But first, I want to ask you guys this question, because I have had dogs growing up, but I've never had my own dog until now. And this is, I mean, I've had fish, but it's not like you train fish. I don't know. But she's going to be 5 this year. And it's almost like she's going to be 13. Because she started doing this bratty teenager thing. Like, she'll do something she knows is wrong. And I'm going to take my glasses off because I want you to see my eyes. And when I yell at her for it, holy crap, am I blind. Wow. Looking at my face in the monitor, it's totally blurry. Anyway, I can't, make out my eyes even. Sorry. So, she started doing this thing where when she knows she does something wrong, and I start yelling at her for it, she goes and, squints her eyes and just does this, now you have to clean it up. Or, I don't know why you're yelling at me. I'm just going to keep doing it. Anyway. Yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. Is it just me? Do dogs have a filthy 5-year-old phase or something? I don't know. She knows I'm talking about her. She's moving around now. Anyway. One thing I do, I had this next sketch in the show, and then I realized there was a hell of a lot I had to talk about for season 9, so I took it out of the show. But it just irritates me so much. I have to get it off my chest. So it's time for me to tell you what really gets my goat. And what really gets my goat this week is those placards that people have on their cars that say baby on board. Now, I don't mind them. That's not what I'm venting about. But what I'm venting about is the fact that you expect me to drive safer so that you can drive like a bat out of hell. By trying to not have to sit and wait for the light so you gun it. Or, just stupid stuff. But we have to make sure that we drive safer around you. And then something happened about 3 weeks ago that just really, I wish they would outlaw these banners or make people take a test before they have children. As I'm driving to work, I get to the final stoplight and at the point where I turn onto the street where my job is, and doing so, there is the median here, 2 left turn lanes, 2 go forward lanes, and then a turn right lane. Maybe 3 middle lanes. But anyway, so I pull up and I'm going to be the first spot in the second turn lane, and the car I'm talking about is going forward next to me. So I pull up to the stoplight and I notice the car has a placard on it. which is whatever. You want to waste money on a stupid placard, do it. It's your money. But then what I saw, I never thought I would see in my entire existence, or hoped I would never see. As I'm pulling up to this car, I notice that there's a driver, a passenger. Thank God there's a driver. A driver, a passenger, a backseat passenger holding a toddler. No, the toddler wasn't in a car seat. No, the toddler wasn't even seat belted in. The backseat passenger was, but not the toddler. They were physically just holding the toddler in place. And you expect me to have to drive safer because you don't want your child not in a car seat to get hurt. I don't care if you're driving across the street. Your child should always be in a child safety seat. And I hope it was one of those things, like, I noticed it and I kind of sat there for a second. Like, did I just see that? And then my light turned green, so I started to turn. As I crept forward, I kind of glanced back just to make sure I'd seen what I'd seen. And sure enough, but it's not like I was already moving. It's not like I could have gotten the license plate. But I hope to God something got done. I hope to God a cop saw it, or someone called 911. Whew. I'm going to get off my soapbox and tell you that that's what really gets my goat. Now, moving on. And sit back, because I got a lot to talk about. Including the minor announcement. Well, it might be a big announcement, I don't know. So let me go ahead and start my next sketch. What's going on? Here's what's going on. So for the last, I mentioned to you guys when my show started that I have a friend who used to do post shows, who no longer does. He gave me the microphone. And throughout doing my show, I would always just kind of bounce ideas or get his input on things. And it's gotten to a point where I've kind of unofficially named him my producer man. No, I'm not dating him. He's married and has kids. But he is going to kind of be the producer man. And kind of help me progress my show the way I want it to go. And one thing that we're going to start doing, or we're going to try to do next season, is have a 15-episode season. Right now, I think I do three 10-episode seasons a year. I want more time off, which means I'll film during the off time and then take the shows that time for my off time. But anyway, so I think what I'm going to try to do, and I'm going to try doing a 15-episode season next season, for season 9. And if it doesn't work, or if it turns out to be too much work, I'll go back to, at the beginning of the year, I'll go back to my old way, or the way I'm doing it now. And then there's kind of a lot, big milestones coming up in this next season. There was I thought I was going to mention something else along with the 15-episode season. I don't know. Anyway, but let's go ahead and talk about next season since we're already talking. Get out your pens and papers. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Last week I said that I was going to take 5 weeks off between seasons. At first I said 6, and then I said 5, and I'm going to do 6. It just worked out better for the layout of the shows, the time frame, and there is a big milestone show that was going to have to share a theme with another one, and I want this milestone show to have its own day, its own episode. So after the 6-week break, I will be back on August 7th, which is the first Sunday of August. So it'll be the first of the month, first episode of the season, first episode of the month, and it will also start our back to school month. And then September 25th, is going to be my 40th birthday show. It's going to be good, I hope. It's either going to be amazing or it's going to flop big time. Because here's what we're going to do. Since I have Producer Man now, he more or less told me that he was going to plan the show. He's finding all the pictures. He's going to do all the scripts. I literally will have them pulled. I will literally be pulling them up as I'm filming. I'm going to do it in one take. I have no idea what's going to be ahead of me. I could be showing him pictures of me naked. I won't know until I pull up the picture and say what I say. So, like I said, it's either going to work out great or it's going to be a major flop. I think it's going to be a flop. He's all for it, but okay. I just host the show now. Anyway, this episode after that will begin our Murder Mystery Month in October. And so October 2nd, I will be reading you guys the Murder Mystery. And then the weeks after, for the 4 weeks after that, there will be hidden clues throughout the shows and the pictures, in the words I post, in the words I say, or maybe somewhere back here. Who knows? Or maybe somewhere up here. I don't know. We'll find out. And you may want to follow me on TikTok because you may or may not get, I cannot confirm nor deny anything, but you may get extra clues on TikTok. Just saying. And then we're going to end the month of October with not only finding out who the killer is, but also our Halloween Spooktacular. I've already got my costume in my head. I just have to make it work. That's the problem. I have great ideas. Just making them happen is the other story. And then, the week after our Halloween Spooktacular is going to be my 100th episode. And I know that's not a big deal, but I'm pretty proud of it. It means I've come out here 100 times and annoyed you to crap. And I'm going to keep going. For 100 more! No, I don't know. So yeah. And then the week after that, it was going to be the 100th show in our Season 9 finale that I was going to have to share. And I kind of want 100 to be a big thing. So it's going to have its own episode. So the week after that, we will close out the season with our Season 9 finale of our 15 episode season. And then I come back a couple weeks after that for our first annual Christmas special. Because the way I think it's going to lay out now is that it will end, the normal season will end mid-November. And then, so I won't really have a Christmas episode, but now I'll actually have a Christmas show. So, with all of that said, that is what is coming up all next season. 15 episodes, there's going to be a lot to go. It's going to be a busy season. So, I'm excited. I'm nervous, especially about this one. Not so much because of the show, but just turning 40. I hope it doesn't, like, I don't have like a midlife crisis. If I did, I already had it. Even though I'm not midlife yet. I always called that my pre-midlife crisis. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get the show started. That's right, it's time for everybody's favorite segment, another cheesy monologue. As usual, I went to latenightlol.com, and because June is LGBTQ plus Pride Month, I in the search bar typed in gay. So while outdated, all month long the jokes have had something to do with the gay community, which I am a proud member of. Hold on tight. Here we go. Yesterday, the International Olympic Committee decided to drop Greco-Roman wrestling from the Olympics. The explanation? Who needs Greco-Roman wrestling when you have gay porn? Seriously. A new study shows that children as young as 3 can exhibit signs of being gay. For example, your child is most likely gay if their first words are gaga. It's time now for my joke of the week. Today, San Francisco celebrated the opening of the nation's first gay history museum. The museum is called San Francisco. Putin said that it is dangerous for Americans to see themselves as quote-unquote exceptional, and said that, quote, God created us equal, end quote. Then he went back to arresting people for being gay. Harry Potter star Daniel Radcliffe is in a new movie where he will appear in some gay sex scenes. It's called Harry Potter and the Prison Shower of Azkaban. You're welcome. Today, the Boy Scouts of America reaffirmed its ban on gays. A spokesman for the Scouts said, "There's a right way and a wrong way to rub two sticks together." Don't get him confused, because that might hurt. Yesterday, Oklahoma elected their first openly gay state senator. Unfortunately, no one knows how to tell him that he's in the state of Oklahoma, not the musical. In a recent interview, Vice President Joe Biden said the sitcom Will and Grace made America more comfortable with gay people. Biden also said that the sitcom character Urkel made Americans more comfortable with President Obama. The federal government spent almost $500,000 studying the effects of gay sex apps. Turns out they work. Now you should be getting it. And finally, bad news to report. Or not bad news, sad news. The gay penguins from the Toronto Zoo have permanently broken up. I know. They were the ones about having the chick and they didn't want the chick. Well, turns out one of them wanted the chick. Yeah, that's right. They successfully mated one of the gay penguins with a female. And scientists are calling this an important step for the survival of the species, while the penguin's ex-boyfriend is calling it a phase. That sucks. I bet Putin was involved in that. Anyway. So, one thing that we all know dads are good at is the honey-do lists. But some dads are better off not doing the honey-do list, because it's going to end up costing more money in the long run. That's right. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, What's Wrong Here? Now, either this person got scammed out of some money, or the person who did this is just a sarcastic asshole. Because when you say get some bricks and fill the hole, they don't mean get some bricks and fill the hole. I know nothing about carpentry, and I know that's not right. Some just told me. Now, this is a smart aleck way if your company doesn't buy the right soap anymore. But it's weird because people will still be touching it. Why not just dump the soap in that dispenser in the other dispenser? Isn't that how they work? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they can't do that. I don't know. I just host the show. Now, I have been poor. I've been broke. I have never, and I'm a big fan of do-it-yourself hacks. I should really bring that segment back. But never would I promote doing this. Something about this just screams hepatitis. Maybe it's just me. If you want to be the first one to try it out, go for it. But not me. And I'm not trying this one out first either. And no, that's not two separate things, a bicycle and a scooter. It's one thing, a bicycle and a scooter. I mean, it looks like it'd be fun, but wouldn't the back of that kick around? I don't know. I just see broken bones in that person's future. Now, I don't know what irritates me more. The fact that they spent money doing this to their car that costs more than probably just getting their air conditioner fixed, or the fact that they are spending more to put the gas in the generator to run the air conditioning unit they have sticking out of their window. I don't think even MacGyver would have done that one. When you get in a car accident and you break your door handle, don't you fret. All you need to do is use a regular doorknob. You good? Sorry, she's over here licking. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, now let's pretend we have friends, which I don't. And you're at your friend's house getting ready to have dinner, and they are finishing up cooking, and you notice that they're taking the Polish sausage off of, which is what you're eating, not off their stove, but off their iron. Oy vey. Now, I've heard that duct tape can fix the world. I've heard that it's like that they should have it in Star Wars, that it's got a light side, a dark side, and holds the universe together. Never would I thought I could lock a door with a Cheeto until the person knocked twice in a row. Then it would probably break. That person's probably stoned and was got the munchies and then freaked out that their parents might come upstairs and check on them, so they stuck a Cheeto in the lock. I don't want to go downstairs and get the lock. I'll just use a Cheeto. Now, I have to give this next guy props for the fact that he came up with it. Would I ever get on it? No. I would not recommend anyone getting on it. But the fact that he made his own boat is very clever. Especially because he looks like the kind of person I'd shoot off my island in the rocket. That did not come out right. So we're just going to move ahead. Now, this is a really cool idea. Only if shopping cart... How I would flip it upside down. I would flip it upside down. I think that it would be a better... to have what they have on top as the bottom shelf. But this is actually a really cool idea if shopping carts weren't illegal to steal. But you see how they would have it flipped upside down. Like, I would flip it upside down just because there would be more, like, it would be more of a tower going up. Maybe I'm just OCD and crazy. I don't know. So one of my favorite comedians, Bill Engvall, once said that God made man, and then he made woman to stop the man from doing stupid stuff. For example, sorry about that. Like, instead of it's not supposed to be woman, it's supposed to be, whoa, man, no. So that made me want to do the segment that I love laughing about. That's right, it's time for warning. There's a warning.
Oh, Belly, I need you now. I need you now. I need you.
Now, most of these I have had on the show before. They're just so good I had to show them again, and I couldn't find any new ones. So the first one, I don't think that we need to be warned not to curl our eyelashes with a curling iron. And if you have to be warned of that, get in the rocket. You're not on my island anymore. Now, this next one, I have never, in a million years, I have bad teeth. It's genetic. My dad has bad teeth. But never have I ever thought to myself, you know what? Let me do my own root canal. Get me the dad's DeWalt drill. Really? I don't think anyone has ever thought that. Nor would I ever think that when I buy a printer, I would get Fundip. Because now they have to put a warning in it that says, do not eat toner. Really? Did you ever buy a piece of stereo equipment or a printer or a computer and think there might be some to eat in there? Ugh. Stupid people. And I'm sorry, But if you have to be warned of this, maybe it's better off if this happened to you, so you didn't procreate. But in a pair of jeans, there is a warning label that says, "The zipper may harm your penis. Zip with caution." Like I said, if you have to be warned about being careful not to zip your penis in the zipper, maybe you should zip your penis in the zipper. Just saying. Now, I admit our government spends money on stupid things. And this is a state park, I would say. And they literally put up a sign to warn people that the sign they just made for this has sharp edges. You know, if you didn't make the sign, their sharp edges wouldn't be there. Here's the next one. These people are trying to be cute about stopping people from flicking their cigarette butts on the ground. Don't throw your cigarette ends on the floor. The cockroaches are getting cancer. It's nice to know that they care about things that'll be here after we're all dead anyway. Next up, warning, oil splashes can burn and disfigure you, then no one will love you and you will die lonely. If that doesn't get the point across. Here's the next one. I don't know which punishment's worse. Death or $200 fine. And who would they fine? Would they just take the money they find on the crime scene and be like, "Oh, this is his fine for touching the wires"? And finally, I kind of wish that people who didn't know how to swim would go swimming. So please, this one's kind of dumb. Clean out that June pool. Okay? Now, this is one of my favorite annual things I do on Father's Day. That's right, everybody. It's the top 10 funniest dad jokes I found online in this week's edition of The 10. Now, I'm going to try to remember. I go really fast doing this. So, I'm going to try and keep up with flipping and joking and flipping and joking. Okay, here we go. Number 10. Oh, by the way, I went to Google image search and typed in dad jokes, and that's how I found these. Here we go. Number 10. My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction, so I picked up and went right. I butchered that joke, but that's okay. Number 9. That's why it's number 10. I don't care about it. What does an evil chicken lay? Deviled eggs. Number 8. How do celebrities stay so cool? They have a lot of fans. Number 7. How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb? Only one, but they have to do it while you're eating dinner. Number 6. What do you call two monkeys who share an Amazon account? Prime mates. Gotta love Dad. Number 5. Why can't leopards hide? 'Cause they're always spotted. Number 4. Why don't bicycles stand up by themselves? 'Cause they're always too tired. They only have 2 tires. I was wondering why the Frisbee just kept getting closer and closer, and then it hit me. Number 2. Numero 2. Mountains aren't just funny, they're hilarious. Hilarious. And the number 1 joke that I found that I think is the best dad joke ever around is A grasshopper walks into a bar. A bartender says, "Hey, we got a drink named after you." Grasshopper says, "You have a drink named Herman?" That's right, I went there. Anyway, so I know I normally only have 3 segments, but I'm going to do... I'm sorry, everybody. I think I smell smoke, which means 2 things: that I have my pants are on fire because I'm a liar, and I'm doing this segment again, and it's time for you burn. That's right. It is actually my dad's favorite segment, even though he doesn't watch the show. I said, "How about this segment?" He said, "Do it." And so we're doing it on my Father's Day for my dad. Anyway. So we have a lot of topics to sizzle through and not a lot of time. First up, sledding. Hey, sledding. You combine 2 of my favorite things. Breaking both my legs and being at the bottom of a massive hill with 2 broken legs. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Let's be real here. Sledding is just an excuse for parents to be able to shove their children down a massive hill without getting DCFS involved. Also, you require a lot of work for 10 seconds of fun. If you consider running into a tree head first fun. Hey, sledding, I don't have time toboggan with ya. Yeah, Bert. Edible arrangements. Have you wanted to send flowers to somebody but afraid they're not going to go bad fast enough? Try edible arrangements. So I was really sorry to hear when you went head first into that tree while you were sledding and broke both your legs. Have some fruit on a stick. Hey, edible arrangements. You weird and you burnt. Elf on a shelf. You a snitch, bitch. Let's call this what it is. Teaching kids in a fun way that we live in a police state. Also, how did you go from something no one's ever heard of to dominating the world in like 5 years? You are the Cardi B of Christmas toys. Or holiday toys, I should say. Elf on the shelf, go Elf on the shelf, go elf yourself, you burn. Holiday office parties. You know those people you spend 40 hours a week pretending to like? Well, don't worry, they're all here and they're drunk. Including the 60-year-old boss that hits on all the interns, the woman who never says a word to you, but somehow, for some random reason, wants you to know about her 10 different cats. Or we cannot forget the guy who corners us in the bathroom just to tell us how much he respects us. Holiday office parties, in lieu of a bonus this year, you're getting burnt. Student loans. If I wanted to get stuck for paying something I'll never use for the rest of my life, I would just get a membership at Planet Fitness. Sideburn Planet Fitness. Oh wait, I have gotten a membership at Planet Fitness. Sideburn me. The only thing from college that sticks around this long is HPV, and no, I wasn't vaccinated for it. Hey, student loans. Want to know what my GPA was? It was 5.86. Oh wait, that's my interest rate. But in today's economy, it's more like 58.6. I should have gotten a degree in student loan collecting because apparently that's where all the money is. Student loans, I'll never forgive you, and you burnt. World's oldest person. What a better way to show someone that we appreciate their long life than to give them a balloon and a shirt that says, "Why haven't you died yet?" Also, world's oldest person, it's more like the world's shortest record holder. Every week there's a new one. Can we move things along here? Your kids want their inheritance. Oh wait, you lived to be the world's oldest person, so you had to spend it all? Sucks for your kids. And hey, world's oldest person, I hope you like cremation because you burnt. People who still post their Wordle scores, we get it. You have nothing new to post on Twitter. I haven't seen somebody this excited to know a 5-letter word since my 10-year-old nephew called me his bitch. And no, I didn't teach that to him. Okay, I probably taught it to him. Also, Wordle score posters, if you didn't guess correctly until the 5th attempt, that's not very impressive. Hey, Wordle score posters, it's not going to take me 6 guesses to figure out that, what? That's right, you burn. Public pools. If I wanted to splash around and pee, I'd just go to a Russian hotel room with the former president of the United States, sideburn Donald Trump. Good news, there's a lifeguard on duty. Bad news, he weighs 90 pounds and hasn't looked up from his iPhone in 3 hours because he's been posting his Wordle score. Why is a 13-year-old in charge of saving my life? The last thing I want to have to think about while I'm getting CPR is this his first kiss? Because I think you just slipped me the tongue. Hey, public pools, just like my eyes from all the chlorine. You burn. Despacito. Congratulations on being the song of the summer. Now, can we have 1 damn minute of radio airtime that you're not on? Fun fact, Despacito does not mean mbop in Spanish. It means slowly. For example, they had to teach the lyrics to Justin Bieber, muy despacito. Despacito, estás quemado. You burnt. I hope I said that right. Tooth Fairy. Why do you need teeth so badly? Are you a meth addict on your way to a job interview? Collecting teeth isn't a fairy behavior. It's serial killer behavior. Take a cue from Santa. Settle for the cookies and stay out of the damn children's bedrooms. Tooth Fairy, fly away, cause you burn. Oh, no! That sound means not only are we out of time for the segment, but for the show and for the season. Haha, worked that in somehow, didn't I? Anyway, that's right. It's time to wrap up the show. So I hope all of you dads enjoyed the show today. I really like looking back and making fun of my dad. I'm kidding. I love you, Dad. You've done a lot for our family. I love that you sacrificed so much so that we could live comfortably. And you really showed me how to learn to respect others and taught me what I need to know to be a better person than I am. And I'm going to keep working on myself and making you prouder. Anyway, so if you think there's something funny I should see and share on the show, be sure to send it to me. There's the show email. I'm going to jump down to the third one. Don't forget to tell me during the 6-week break about your Smile Power stories. # Smile Power Challenge. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I cannot confirm nor deny, but you might want to watch it. You might want to start watching out for my TikTok. Just saying. Might want to. Also, you might want to go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, and get the notifications anytime I post a new episode, because I'm not going to post one for 6 weeks. And then I'm going to post 15. In 15 weeks, not 6. Anyway, without further ado, everybody, I hope you all have a great Father's Day. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay healthy. And until August 7th, that's all I'm saying.